Hello, Ray Phoenix here. Welcome to Let's Play Spyro for Year of the Dragon Part 8. We're cleaning out Sergeant Bird's base, as this level's called Sergeant Bird's base, and somehow Rhinox infested it, and now we're supposed to go in there and blast off the Rhinox. This place is still, even though the level's considered to be clear, at least it gave us the portal to return to our homeworld. So as if we cleared the level, this level is still far from over, as there's still tons of gems lying around, and Rhinox that need to be killed. And of course we get gems from killing off Rhinox. That's more gems, more Rhinox is more gems for us to find. And more other hidden goodies that still rest in this level that are just waiting to be collected. This is a collectathon after all. What would a collectathon be if there weren't any, hidden secrets, like hidden things to pick up and collect? Which is what I'm doing right now, just flying for this level mostly. He doesn't really run, he just waddles if he walks, but he's really good at flying. He'll fly really far, which isn't something you really expect from a penguin. I mean, this game came out in 2000, and that was around the time a penguin craze started to kind of begin. There were a lot of penguins in the 2000s, like in movies like Happy Feet and Surf's Up, and Madagascar, and then even before that there was like Wallace and Gromit, where there was Fevers McGraw. Yeah, Sergeant Bird would like to teach Fevers McGraw a lesson he will never forget. And it probably involves using those rocket launchers he has on his shoulders. Wallace and Gromit even had a video game around this time too, called Wallace and Gromit Project Zoo. It was a pretty good game, I remember. I haven't played it in a long time. And again, there's tons of games that I haven't played in a very long time. And I'm sure I'll like to provide coverage of those videos on YouTube eventually. Probably for doing a Let's Play of it, and possibly other videos I might make. I'm thinking about making a video about the complexity of unlocking hyper mode in the original Jumping Flash, and how it's such an odd thing to unlock, or it's like, there isn't really a definitive answer anywhere. The instruction book doesn't seem to know, and nowhere on the internet seems to know either. It's like the internet doesn't have a, what you call it, like a definitive answer. Of course, that game's not as popular as Spyro 3. I'm sure everything that needs to be known about Spyro 3 is pretty much known now today, and the fact that it's secretly hiding the full game of Crash Bash in this whole game, yeah. So if you buy Spyro 3, you're getting 2 games in one. You're also getting Crash Bash as well, too. I'll be providing coverage of that when this Let's Play is pretty much over. I'll be providing coverage of that. And I guess I could also serve as my Let's Play of Crash Bash, because one simple video showing what it is in Spyro 3 is pretty much all the Let's Play of Crash Bash you would ever need. I think there's still some things to explode. Just collect these bomb things that I can drop, these bomb things, and I think I could bomb. Yeah, there's like a metal container there. I'm starting to think these hedgehogs don't give us anything other than just simply, oh, you blow them away and they're dead. Yeah, they're dead. I just blew them away. Just blew away the hedgehog. But there's still some crates, like those metal, what do you call them, those metal container things, that can only be destroyed by bombing them. Yeah, they're that strong and powerful. Not even Sergeant Bird's rocket launchers are powerful enough to break it. He has to use this thing. But we do know Spyro's Super Flame Breath, whatever they called it, was able to break them. I remember we saw those in the Sunny Beach level when we had to rescue those turtles that were captured by those water workers. Oh yeah, I remember that. Those were the good old days. And the good old days are still here, as we still have Spyro 3, which is pretty much almost as good as Spyro 2. But it has a lot more content in it. And a lot more stuff. It takes years to get through all these games. It took me years to 100% complete all the Spyro games, considering how intricate it is to find some of the hidden goodies in the levels, the hidden secrets. And this game is no exception. Insomniac really they really went overboard with some of the stuff in this game. And I guess that was for a good cause. And this really does show, it's like a cloud in a retro system, or not really a retro system, but a system that's been around for a long time saying, I still got it. And that's what this is an example of. PlayStation knew it was going to be on its way out soon, so it still wanted to give us, wanted to end with a bang, and wanted to tell us that I still got it. I mean, the Genesis tried doing that too with Sonic Isometric Blast in 1996. They actually thought they could seriously compete with PlayStation and N64 by releasing an isometric Sonic game. I remember making a video about that years ago, Sonic Isometric Blast for the Sega Genesis, a version of that game everyone knows about. But there is a superior Sega Saturn version out there that doesn't seem to get as much coverage as its Genesis counterpart. I guess Genesis really did what Saturn don't, at least that's what they'd say in commercials. Or was that Nintendo? I don't remember now. I haven't watched any of that crap in years. And why would I? It's just a bunch of useless nonsense. It doesn't really mean anything anymore today. No one really cares which system won. It doesn't really have much of an impact on what games would be like today. So I guess no one really cares. It's just a bunch of useless stuff that isn't going to get you a job anywhere. Not even not even like the video game historian museum or whatever they call it, or history museum, would even consider giving you a job if all you know is crap like that. Because finding a job is almost impossible these days. Sergeant Byrd found a job. He strapped those rocket launchers to his shoulders, and he went away a blasting evil. And now we all consider him to be a hero. They'll probably make statues of him someday, like they made that statue of Batman in The Dark Knight Rises, which came out in the same year I first got my copy of this game. I guess that's why I kind of associate Spyro with Batman to a small extent. I also associate Spyro with Spider-Man a lot more, simply because they have similar names. And I used to play the Spider-Man game, the PS1 a lot at the time. I was playing Spyro 2 a lot of the time too, so I kind of associate them with each other. I used to wonder if they'd ever cross over with each other. And they'd have a crossover Faith Escape too. Oh boy, a crossover event that we may never get to have. Well, that's probably never going to happen at this point, but there we go. I have a little Tinkerbell zap me so I could fly off here, and there we go. There's the end of the level. I'm not sure. I think it's been proven now. If I just exit the level, it will, like, by pausing the game, selecting quit level, it'll still remember all my stuff. That's something Traveler's Tales didn't figure out to put into their LEGO games until 2007, when they had LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga. Well, Sergeant Byrd's base is completely cleaned out now. I'm gonna go clean out the midday gardens now. These gardens need some serious gardening work, and Spyro is gonna be the one that will clean out the gardens, so to speak. He'll clean up everything, clean out the gardens, clean out whatever you could think of cleaning out. I'm collecting all the gems, all those blasted little gems they have there. You could fry those. I think there is something in there in that pot. I think we need like a supercharged flame or super flame power up that's found in this homeworld. I don't really see those in homeworlds out there. It is. You can see it off in the distance. The supercharge. I think you have to unlock it somehow by it can't be from killing enemies, because there aren't any enemies in these homeworlds. This isn't Spyro 1. I mean, they could have put enemies in this homeworld to make it reminiscent of Spyro 1, but they didn't do that. Modesty. Yeah, they probably used them. They realized they had to come with so many names, and they probably used up all of them at this point. So now they have to resort to just using simple words that are not names as names. Like remember the good old days when we had real names like what the or huh? Those are perfect names to name someone. If you're running out of baby name ideas, you should just come to me. What the is a perfect underrated name. So is huh. That's another underrated name. Now Sparks is going to speak in his dragonfly language and tell us that this is another speedway. We're going to be, flying to collect all the frickin' gems, flying for the frickin' rings, but only for one purpose, to collect all the frickin' gems. First time around, it's like gem collecting. It's going to take me a few tries before I get every single gem, before I collect it, or I get it all in one attempt. Because getting it all in one attempt is how you win the egg, which is of course pivotal to our progress. Each time I iterate through this, I'm going to be making more and more progress. And sure, it will take several attempts, but each attempt is not all for nothing, as I do gain something from going through the stages and from iterating through the race and frying all those cows that have berets on their heads and shooting down these biplane things with my flame breath. Those things are giving me 25 gems per plane. That's pretty valuable. I mean, sure, Moneybag's gonna love that. If he found out we were doing this, he's gonna start charging us more for some of the crap things he's gonna make us pay for. Let's fry that guy down right there. Fry him, fry that guy. Fry him. And we don't get time extensions at all either. This isn't like in Spyro 1 where you got a time extension for destroying something in the bonus stage or clearing something out in the bonus stage. I think we got just about or almost everything. Almost everything. Say almost 31 out of 32. Now we're gonna play this again and I'll collect that one blasted, bloody little gem, and then we could consider this battle in the bag. Or so it may seem. There we go, fry that guy, fry that guy, fry that guy. I'm flying fast. Whoa, missed that guy. Flying through there, flying through this, flying through this. Sometimes it's hard to hit the target sometimes. They can be very small and they can be hard to hit. Those hedgehogs are sometimes easier to hit some of the targets in these levels, these speedway levels. I guess they call them speedways. You're expected to do them at a high speed, and they're just simply called flights in the original Spyro. Night flights or something that are wild flight. Yeah, wild flight is nothing compared to this stuff. This level's far more wild than wild flight or any other level we would have seen in the original Spyro the Dragon, or the original Spyro the Mountain Goat, if that game ever got made. Yeah, that would sound like a perfect game. I bet if they ever released a game like that on Xbox would be saved. And I found the last bloody little gem. The last bloody gem was found. I think it's about to time out now. Yeah, it's gonna time out. I don't think I won this, but I won that. I found that extra gem, which increased my overall gem count of 25 little gems. That's my third attempt now doing this. I think this is gonna be it. This is probably gonna be the time where I finally get where I get everything in the level all in one go too. The fastest speeds imaginable. Almost hit that wall, hit that there, hit that guy, hit him. Speeding through all this, like if I run really fast using the supercharge, just fry that guy and fry this thing and fry the cows. Making fried cooked hamburger beef right there on the spot. Yeah, perfect combination. Fried hamburger beef. Who wouldn't like that? It's going to be flying through here, zapping that. It's not really zapping, it's more like frying. But Spyro did supposedly get the ability to use like zap or like electric breath or something like that at some point later on. I don't really know much about that. I don't really know much about anything anymore these days. He's gonna fry him and fry the planes. I think there's one more plane left to burn. Here we go. We got it all in one attempt of 4 seconds to spare. There we go. 4 seconds to spare. New best time? Yeah, that was definitely a new best time. That was so amazing that everyone in the Farmyard clubbed together to buy you this as a reward. What could it be? Oh yeah, it's another egg. I thought they were going to give me an orb for a sec. Are orbs still a thing in this world? I mean, they were relevant in Spyro too. Oh yes, the racing challenge. Now the Race the Biplanes challenge. Those biplanes want revenge on us for frying them down, so now they're going to try to beat us in a race, but they're no match for me in this race. As long as you collect, the secret to winning is to fly into those stars, which will boost your speed significantly. And if you hit all those stars, if you fly for every single star and fly for every single ring, you're almost guaranteed to win if you keep doing that. Well, it will increase your speed by a significant amount. I'm sure they could go for the stars too, but you're actually slightly faster in them, especially if you're going for stars. It's like eventually, space cushion is going to end, and you're going to end up, overtaking them because you'll be going at a slightly faster speed than them. Of course, slightly faster speed is always the key to winning. It's technique, and flying for these stars definitely is a technique. This flew for 2 stars right there, which really boosted my speed. This game can almost qualify as a racing game, considering how much racing you get to do in this game. And later, we're going to be doing skateboard racing. We're going to be getting weapons. And it's going to become like a freaking Wipeout game. It's like Insomniac Games secretly wanted to make a Wipeout game. So they secretly embedded one into Spyro 3. Yeah, maybe the 4th Wipe. Maybe Spyro 3 secretly was Wipeout 4 all along. And we just never noticed it or never knew about it. It's been there the whole time. Then again, stuff hiding under our noses this whole time seems to be a common theme in this game. Like gems that hide from us very well. How gems are always good at hiding from us. They hide under our noses for years undetected. Same with Crash Bash being hidden in this game. That probably would have been dire consequences for the publishers behind this game or the makers of this game, wherever it would have been, if people found out that Crash Bash was hidden in Spyro 3 back in 2000. Yeah, I wonder what that would have been like, what kind of outrage that would have caused. Crash Bash probably would have tanked in sales. I don't think it would have made greatest hits either. I know, because my copy of that game is greatest hits. If I knew that back in 2012, I never would have bought a copy of Crash Bash. I did eventually buy one years later to complete my Crash Bandicoot PlayStation collection. If I knew the truth, it's probably not worth having. Just because something exists doesn't mean it's worth necessarily worth buying or worth having. It's really just a clone of Mario Party as well, too. And since when did we want a Mario Party clone? Oh wait, well, this was during the time when Mario Party was, its peak of popularity, with all the fun games all the kids like to play, and all the lawsuits that followed too, like getting a red thumb for trying to spin the control stick really fast like that, really dug into your thumbs and messed up your thumbs. I wonder if Crash Bash ever did that. I'm actually not that familiar with Crash Bash. I've had it for years, but I haven't actually played it as much. I thought I would have played it a lot more by now, but apparently I didn't. There we go, I won first place in that race. Who else would have come in first place? And look, we unlocked Shemp, the fourth Stooge. The one of the three Stooges that a lot of people seem to forget about. Shemp powered. He's the one that I think replaced Curly at some point. Curly Hours. After flying around this level for a long time, trying to find where Hunter is hiding, because after you clear the stage run with the normal challenge, you'll find Hunter hiding somewhere. There he is. Hunter. He's hiding. This sneaky little cheetah is hiding over here. And he says that there's this whole, because every Hunter moments in this game is all pretty much pertaining to him finding the sheep saucers. Like there's some alien invasion. These alien sheep are trying to take over the kingdom or world, or whatever it is. It's like a subplot they embedded into this game. And Hunter is, for some reason, the only one that could stop the alien invasion. We know how great cats are at stopping alien invasions, right? Like Bubsy. Bubsy Bobcat has to fight off alien invasions in tons of his games. Almost every Bubsy game seems to be about some kind of alien invasion, except for Bubsy 2 and Bubsy and Fractured Furry Tales. We're just flying around now, aiming our crosshair at those enemies as evil sheep invaders, and blasting them down, and there we go, there's those farmers there. And that's gonna be flying on through this. There we go, there's some more evil sheep saucers. Those look like the exact same ones that were in Spyro 2. Same with those cows you see on the ground too. I think they look like those. They look like the same as those space cow things we saw in the Metropolis level in Spyro 2. The Metropolis music from Spyro 2 would be very fitting in this level. This game seems to be continuing that theme too, that storyline that started in Spyro 2, where it's like the sheep, the farms, the insurrection from the farms is now starting to invade the city. For some reason, sheep or cows, whatever it is, are going against their farmers, and they want to take over the farms, rule the farms, and start an invasion kind of thing. And that storyline's continued in this game, Spyro 3. And this time we get to play as Hunter. So I guess he's technically another playable character that exists in this game, where we're pretty much just, aiming the crosshair around and shooting at the targets. Almost feels like I'm playing Star Wars Rebel Assault 2 again. Only this game's a lot better than Star Wars Rebel Assault 2. It's better by a long shot. Roberto. There we go, we rescued Roberto. We freed him. And now I think that's all the eggs in this level have been collected. I'm pretty sure it's all the eggs in this level have been collected. I think it's like 3, so let's go and quit this level now and return to our homeworld. Ray Phoenix, signing out.